Good morning, Enid. It is Thursday, April 16th. Where is the time going? Good morning. We have we're around 55 degrees this morning. High today is supposed to be 77, but the good news is there's a 40% chance of showers today, so that's great. We have slight, in case you want to know about our winds, we have a slight breeze out of the east at 6 miles per hour, and it's 7:30 on Thursday. I'm Steve Kime. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, I'm Krista Beasley. Thank you for coming.
Good to see you. I haven't seen you this up close before.
I know.
You're usually a long ways away.
I'm actually sitting up front today, and I find myself in a kitchen.
And I noticed you have, yeah, our kitchen. It's pretty nice, huh?
Yeah.
I got here early this morning. Got the Windex and the.
Oh, okay.
What's the cleansing guy?
Mr. Clean?
Mr. Clean.
Mr.
There we go.
Clean.
Yeah, I had Mr. Clean going this morning. Got those cabinets.
Did you mop the floors too?
No, just all the
my
cabinets.
goodness.
Because
Oh, my
you
goodness.
really can't see our floors.
Oh.
So. Well, what's on
Just
the
like
show
Steve.
today? We've got a kitchen, so there must be.
We do have a kitchen, and we have one of my favorite culinary instructors with us.
Culinary. That's a big
Ramona
word.
Barbour. It is. Your favorite topic is food, Steve, so I brought her along to teach you a little bit about some eating.
I'm very disciplined. I eat at least 3 times a day.
Well, that's,
That's very disciplined.
Yeah, very disciplined. Yeah, a lot less than other people, though.
Well, it's time for the show to go.
It is.
Right?
All right. Well, thank you for watching us, Enid. It's time to rise and shine.
Welcome back, 7:32 this morning. Again, we're at 54 degrees, high today, 77. Could be kind of a humid day because there's a 40% chance of showers later on today. So I just can't believe we're already half through April, and it was just Valentine's Day.
I know. Well, I feel like it was just 2014. I feel like 2015 is just kind of like flying right by me.
Well, it's been a blur.
I think it's because we're just having so much fun.
I guess so. Well, thank you for joining us. We have a great show today. Again, as Krista referred to, one of my favorite topics is food, and since we're in the kitchen, I know that means we're close to food, so this is really exciting. So I know we have the Red Dirt event coming up this weekend. Let's look at the forecast. Krista,
Absolutely.
what do you think our next 3 days is going to look like?
Well, let's take a look. We're going to have on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be a little bit cloudy, Steve. So I'm sorry, it's not going to be perfect outdoor
so with the
weather.
chance of storms today, it looks like it's going to continue on.
Yes, it's going to continue on throughout the weekend. We've got about 74 degrees on Friday, though. It's going to be pretty cloudy, and then 73 on Saturday and 69 on Sunday. So if you were planning on any, golfing, I don't know if it's going to work out for you.
That's me.
Yeah.
I can golf. Except when the lightning bolts are around me, I
Right,
can golf.
yep.
So, well, thank you for joining me up here this morning. We're changing things around a little bit. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday. I have a note here. This is a last-minute deal. Earth Day is coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, Recycling Day is coming up, and that'll be Saturday the 18th. And I think we have some little information to share with you on the screen. Earth Day, Recycling Day. Come join us Saturday the 18th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Oakwood Mall for the first annual Earth Day Recycling Day. You can bring your paper, cardboard, plastics, tin cans, aluminum, electronics, extra kids, extra whatever. Just bring them for the recycling deal. And I didn't mean that about the kids because
Wait, can I bring an
what I
extra
meant.
husband?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
If you can bring that big old boy over, then fine. But anyway, seriously, we're going to do some recycling stuff. Patricia, I believe it's Fossum, on our staff at City of Enid. Patricia really has a heart for recycling. We did a what's our show? Community Talk, but City Connections. Golly, we got so many shows, I forgot the names of them. But anyway, we did a recycling show. Very informative, and we're trying to get into this green mode here in the city of Enid.
I think it's great. I think it's a great thing for the city of Enid and everybody to kind of get to recycling.
Yeah. We're in the kitchen. Is anything like waffles? I love waffles.
Waffles?
That's my subliminal.
What about chicken waffles?
No, man.
Fried chicken and your waffles?
I want waffles the size of an Oldsmobile hubcap.
The Belgian
And then you
waffles.
could just pour, oh, man.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a new feature at 7:35 this morning. It's called the Oklahoma Minute. And as you know, we incorporate people like Krista from the engineering department and public works, and Janice is from human resources. But we've got Jacob Zimny with us this morning, and he's going to provide us kind of it's called the Oklahoma Minute. And it's kind of a recap of the news that happened while you and I were sleeping. So welcome to the Oklahoma Minute.
Good morning, Enid. This is your Oklahoma Minute. The Oklahoma Second Amendment Association is preparing to file a lawsuit against the city of Norman for banning weapons at the upcoming Norman Music Festival. The Oklahoma House approved a measure allowing liquor stores to sell refrigerated High Point beer. The bill will go to a joint conference before its final passage. Construction of a $5.2 million bridge project in Ottawa County is being delayed by the spawning cycle of an endangered breed of catfish. The cycle runs from May through July, and delays are expected to add $250,000 to the project. In Midwest City, police are searching for a man accused of impersonating an officer. Employees at a local business say they thought the man was stealing, and when confronted, the man displayed a partial badge. 2 elephants will soon be moved to Oklahoma City Zoo from Seattle. The animals will have a herd to join in Oklahoma, an opportunity they wouldn't have in other sanctuaries. The Enid City Commission approved a plan for spending nearly $400,000 in community development block grant funds. The plan for the federal funds includes improvements to Don Haskins Park, homeless shelters, an after-school program, among other improvements and programs. Finally, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 138-113. Westbrook scored 37 points, earning him the top scoring title in the NBA, but it wasn't enough to get him to the playoffs. I'm Jacob Zimny. That's your Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Steve and Krista.
Very good, and that was a quick Oklahoma Minute.
Yep.
And we're going to introduce that in the show for you this morning because we thought, you know, if we could just provide some statewide news that's happening overnight in Oklahoma and also Enid, that'd be helpful.
Absolutely.
Because I know people are trying to get out the door, they're trying to get to the office, trying to get kids off to school and stuff like that. So if they can hear Jacob for a minute and find out, oh man,
That happened.
So we got 2 elephants coming to the Oklahoma City Zoo. Have you and your husband been to the zoo?
We have not been to the Oklahoma City Zoo.
You got to go.
I've actually been telling him that he needs to take me because I'm kind of a bit of an animal fanatic. So I do love the animals, and elephants do happen to be one of my favorite animals to see.
Big dudes. Yeah. My grandson's 7 years old. He practically lives at the Oklahoma City Zoo. He just loves to go. So it's a lot of fun. Well, you already gave us the forecast on the 3-day weekend, and I think now it's time for Janice Alfonso.
I think so. I think we need to figure out what's going on. Can you tell us, Janice?
Yes, good morning, Enid. Thank you so much for watching. We have so many events going on year-round, but this weekend is definitely going to be jam-packed with activities that you and your family can enjoy. For example, we have the highly anticipated Smokin' Red Dirt Barbecue. April 17th through April 18th is going to be an all-day event. There's going to be art shows, booth vendors, the big band orchestra at the convention hall, lots of people, and last but not least, lots and lots of pork. So hopefully you'll be able to make it out. On Saturday, there's going to be pony rides, a day without violence, family activities, games, and live music. I always like going because there's just lots of big crowds and a really nice atmosphere, so hopefully you'll be able to make it. And then we also have the highly anticipated April 16 at 7 p.m., the Alan Jackson concert. I wish I had some drum rolls for it because everyone's so excited about it. We're honored to have him here with us. He's going to be doing the 25th anniversary Keepin' It Country Tour. So hopefully you'll be able to make it and enjoy the awesome music that he'll be presenting that night. Also, make sure to check out visitenid.org for the most up-to-date daily activities going on in the great city of Enid, Oklahoma. Thank you so much for watching, and that's what's going on.
Very good. Thank you, Janice. That was a quick, almost an Oklahoma minute, too.
I know.
That was kind of our Enid minute.
Yeah, well, she lost me after she said pork. I was just, my mouth started watering, and I couldn't even concentrate on anything else.
Well, good morning. We're at 55 degrees, slight breeze out of the east at 6 miles per hour at 7:39 on this Thursday morning, April 16. Well, it says KEB, Keep Enid Beautiful. And we've got a little promo that we want to share with you this morning, and that's talking about an effort that's coming up, but really tomorrow, Friday. Mayor Shuey is going to lead the effort for a lot of us to pick up trash on Friday, and so stay tuned. We'll watch this promo and learn more about keeping Enid beautiful.
Hi, I'm Marcy Jarrett. Keep Enid Beautiful is looking for volunteers for the 2015 Great American Cleanup, April 17th through 26th.
Our kickoff event with Enid Mayor Bill Shuey is set for Friday, April 17th at 8:30 a.m. at Government Springs Park. For more information on this event,
stop by the Enid Welcome Center at 201 West Garriott or call us at 233-3643.
And thank you for helping keep Enid beautiful.
Okay, as you can see, I've been left alone in the kitchen, but that's okay. I'm very comfortable. This is my comfort zone. It's 7:41, 55 degrees. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve Kime, and as my sidekick, if she doesn't mind, Krista left the kitchen, went down the hallway, and she is going to be talking culinary. So Krista Beasley, introduce us to your special guest, please.
Thank you, Steve. This is Ramona Barbour, and she's a culinary instructor at Downtown Kitchen Store. And also, you are an office manager for
Coyote North Combustion.
Yes, Coyote North Combustion. And thank you so much for coming on our show today.
Welcome.
I know you are an amazing cook. I have had the privilege of tasting her food, and it is delicious. Now, Ramona, you were raised in the Philippines, and that's where value is placed on family time and kind of eating as a family together. What do you think makes eating as a family important, and how do you think having meals together bonds family members?
It is really important, you know, and I would say really it is the culture of the, you know, our culture in the Philippines. You know, I went back to the Philippines a little 8 months ago.
8 months ago.
And really I still love sitting with my siblings, eating and talking about our day. And here at home, husband works all day, the kids are in school.
Right.
And I just love it whenever it's time for dinner and we all can sit down in the dining table and talk about how's your day, what's your up and down, like, you know, what's the best thing that happened to you today,
Yeah.
and the plan for the week, and it's just an amazing bonding time.
Because I think a lot of families these days don't really put that focus on mealtime as a family.
Really?
People are, you know, they're eating on the go, they're eating separately as a family. Or what kind of advice would you be able to offer someone who wants to eat more meals together? In how do they prepare those meals if they don't have a time? I know you are juggling a career, you're doing volunteer work, you have kids, everything else.
Keeping it simple, really. And you really need to know what's in the store. When you go to the grocery store, really find something that it is easy to fix. You know, my kids love green beans.
Okay, green beans, good.
Really,
Wow.
I'm not like super. And you can buy now washed and ready to eat green beans from the shelf. And my kids just my 6-year-old does this. We'll get some garlic, toss it in sesame oil, put
Yum.
some what do you call this? Szechuan sauce.
Oh yes, yep, we use that all the time. Yes.
It's perfect. It's perfect for
Yeah.
snacks. So keeping it really, really simple. Know what's in the store and get something that's fast to fix. And it should be healthy.
Yes, absolutely. And I like how you said that your children eat the green beans as a snack. Because we have a problem in our country. A lot of people are not getting adequate nutrition. Now, how can you recommend people to make sure that their children are eating well throughout the day? Because when they're at school or when they're with their friends, we don't really know what they're eating. If they're getting candy bars out of the candy machine, we have no idea. So how can you make sure they're eating healthy?
Well, first off, you really need to make sure. You need to read what's come from the backpack and says, you know, okay, this is what's going to be the menu in school, right? So you need to know what your kids are eating in school. And if it's not really good, pack lunch. It is so easy. And then, I should say that, you know, Enid School are really, really good in doing this because my Gabriella, she'll like, Mom, I really want some carrots and celeries and broccoli with ranch dressing. But we don't buy the ranch dressing, you know, from the bottle. We will make our own ranch dressing. And my husband says, you know, that I don't mind them snacking because it's easy. It's in the fridge. Again, it's the baby carrots. It's already in the package. You're just going to get it. It's super, super easy. So know what's in the menu in school. And if it's not good and you think your kids were not going to like it, pack their lunch and make sure that they have good snack after school. And then, you know, of course, it's dinner time. Always make a good dinner.
Good dinner.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and now when you're saying that you pack your kids' lunch or
Yes.
you know you make your homemade dressing, a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't have time to do that," and they buy whatever's at the store, and you're not even reading what's on the back of it. You know, there could be any number of ingredients or chemicals in this. What do you say for those people who think they don't have enough time?
It is so funny because my daughter was like, "Mom, can I have packed lunch?" And I was like, "I don't have time." Really, it's I would love to say that I am a superwoman, but I am not. You know, there are days that we don't have time for that. But I'm super, super thankful that I have an amazing husband.
Okay, so your key is your amazing husband.
He does the job if I cannot do it, you know. And of course, the kids are involved in making their own breakfast too, in making their own food. The night before, they will tell me, "Mom, this is what I want for lunch."
Okay.
Sure, you know.
Good.
Let's fix it. Let's put the juice, the milk, and everything in the bag. Put it in the freezer or in the fridge. It's cold in the morning. You just gotta take it out from the fridge, put it in the backpack. You're done.
Perfect. Now, I do like that you said that your kids help make their own breakfasts and they can make their own lunches, because I do see a lot of times parents are doing everything for their kids, and maybe that's why they feel so busy. And I know when I was growing up, we had, at my father's house, there was a rule. If you didn't help prepare the meal, you had to clean it up. So it was either or. You were either cooking and helping set the table and stuff, or you were cleaning up after. Now, would you say that's a good recommendation? Why is it important to have every member involved in mealtime?
It is important because, you know, for kids, if they make it, they will eat it because they are so proud of what they make, right? One day I'm doing my homework, you know, I'm in the office and I'm working, and George always steps up and, "Girls, come on, let's fix dinner." So they make spaghetti, right? And the kids are like, "I did good, you know, Mom, I did this." Because whenever kids work in the kitchen, they're really like super proud that, "Mama, I did this." So that's just make them involved. They will eat it.
And that's so true, because I know even if I make something and it doesn't taste as well as I would have liked, I'm like, I slaved in the kitchen making this. I'm going to eat it. I can't waste this.
Right.
And I think sometimes maybe the kids will be a little too proud to say that they're not a big fan of what they made.
You know, y'all mentioned about the Red Dirt Barbecue. The kids are going to compete for the Kids Queue. So Pelagic Tank, you know, my husband's company sponsored the Kids Queue, and they are going to compete. Amir is going to cook chicken thighs. And Gabrielle will be hamburger, and they practice at home. They made it. They made it the other night, and it was good. So.
Good. So everybody's going to have to check that out.
Yes.
I know they were telling us about how much food was going to be there, so I'm definitely excited about that.
And I'll be cooking too.
Good.
I'll be cooking free food for everybody. So if you're all going to see me, you can taste the Filipino barbecue.
The Filipino barbecue.
Yes.
Oh, delicious.
So.
And I know Ramona Barbour is an excellent Filipino cook. I've had her food. It is delicious. Ramona,
I'm going to have another class in Downtown Kitchen Store on Monday. So
great.
Yes.
And she teaches at Downtown Kitchen Store, so be sure to check out some of your food. It is amazing. And thank you so much for being here on our show this morning. I'm going to go ahead and head back to Steve now.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. And Krista, thank you very much. I enjoyed that, but I failed to hear anything about waffles. It was very informative. But not that I'm just one-track mind person, but Thursday is always a good day for waffles, and I failed to hear anything about that, so it's a little disappointing. Good morning, Enid. It's 7:49. We're still holding steady at 55 degrees. High today is going to be 77. Partly cloudy to cloudy because they said there's at least a 40% chance of showers today. So keep that in mind as you go out the door. We're going to go back to Jacob and a little bit about Jacob. He served in the Marine Corps, and we want to say, Jacob, thank you for your service to our country. And we'll have the Oklahoma Minute in just a second. But he graduated from up in Iowa or Illinois, I think, like that. And then he graduated from OU, Boomer Sooner. And then he went to Japan for a while, so the guy is well-versed in a lot of things, and he works in our Public Works Department. So we're pleased to have Jacob Zimny and the Oklahoma Minute.
Good morning, Enid. This is your Oklahoma Minute. The Oklahoma Second Amendment Association is preparing to file a lawsuit against the city of Norman for banning the carrying of weapons at the upcoming Norman Music Festival. The Oklahoma House approved a measure allowing liquor stores to sell refrigerated High Point beer. The bill will go to a joint conference before its final passage. Construction of a $5.2 million bridge project in Ottawa County is being delayed by the spawning cycle of an endangered breed of catfish. The delays are expected to cost about $250,000. In Midwest City, the police are searching for a man accused of impersonating an officer. Employees at a local business say they thought the man was stealing, and when they confronted him, he showed a partial badge. 2 elephants are soon going to be in the Oklahoma City Zoo. They're coming from Seattle. The animals will have a herd to join in Oklahoma, an opportunity they didn't have in other sanctuaries. The Enid City Commission has approved a plan for spending nearly $400,000 of community development block grant funds. The plan for the federal funds includes improvements to Don Haskins Park, a homeless shelter, an after-school program, among other improvements and programs. Finally, the Thunder beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 138-113, and Westbrook scored 37 points in that game, earning him the top scorer for the NBA in that season. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to get him to the playoffs, though. That's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Steve and Krista.
Very good, and that was quick. Thank you, Jacob, for all that news and information. It is kind of disappointing. I know you're not homegrown Oklahoma, but we are really proud of our Oklahoma City Thunder and was hoping for a little bit better outcome, but anyway, didn't happen. But anyway, that's basketball, and that's kind of life, if you will. Well, again, good morning. It's 7:51. We're still holding steady at 55 degrees, but it's still going to be a nice spring day of 77 degrees. And let's take a look at the forecast again. If Krista, if you can help us out on what the next 3 days for
it's going to stay a little cloudy throughout the weekend. So we've got a high of 74 tomorrow and 73 on Saturday, 69 degrees on Sunday. It's not going to be too sunny, but the temperatures are getting up there in the spring weather. So that's your weekend forecast.
All right. Not too bad. And, you know, we really had a pretty decent spring. I remember in the old days, growing up here in Oklahoma, it seems like it went from snow to 92 degrees. There was none of this spring stuff, none of the 60, 70. You were shoveling your driveway and getting rid of the snow, and then the next day it was 94. So that was Oklahoma weather. Well, speaking of the weekend and the weather, let's find out what's going on with Janice again.
Good morning, Enid. We have so many great events that we just need more time to be able to announce them all, but we definitely have some great events that will benefit families. For example, at the Chisholm Trail Expo Center on Sunday from 12 to 5, pet owners can take their animals to get the city licenses and rabies shot for a discounted price of $10. These are required by local ordinances, so hopefully if you haven't done so, you'll be able to make it out and get it at this great price. Animal control officers and local veterinarians will be there to administer the shots and make sure that everyone gets their pet licenses. We also have a celebration for National Arbor Day. The City of Enid is going to make sure to have a planting ceremony. It's going to take place behind City Administration Building on Garriott at the skate park April 17th at 4 p.m. Hopefully you'll be able to make it out. It'll be a very special and beautiful event. We also hope that you'll be able to check out visitenid.org for the most up-to-date information on what's going on in our great city of Enid, Oklahoma. We're really grateful that you're watching, and that's what's going on.
Very good, Janice. Thank you. So how's it feel to be in the kitchen?
It feels great.
Your second home?
It is my second home, and just because I love to cook. I used to cook all the time. I'm a little busy now, so, but I used to cook for my friends and cook for their baby showers and birthday parties and things like that a lot.
I see. This may be too much information, but at home, we cook with the microwave.
Well, that is fancy.
Is that too much information? We have a stove. I don't think it hadn't been on in years.
Wow.
And I probably should not say this on television, but anyway.
So basically you're telling me don't ever come to one of your dinner parties?
Dinner parties, what are those? What are those things, you know? But speaking of waffles, you know, okay, it's 7:54, 55 degrees. Good morning, Enid. Thank you for joining us on this April 16th. Month is half over. We have this message from Sarah Del Angel. We want to look at that, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about recycling after Sarah. So we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, my name is Sarah DeLangel. I am the Solid Waste Supervisor for the City of Enid. Welcome to the City of Enid. We are glad you are here. You may have noticed our blue and green poly cards. A blue poly card is used for regular household trash and is included in your utility service bill. You can request for additional blue poly cards for $5.50 a month per poly card. You can also order a green poly card for a one-time fee of $50. Green poly cards are used to store unbagged yard waste. This can also be ordered by contacting Utility Services or Solid Waste Services. I hope this information was helpful for you. We are glad to have you here. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us.
Thank you, everyone, for all the behind-the-scenes work here on Good Morning Enid. It takes a lot of buttons to push and get everything in sequence, and we kind of change things around. So we appreciate everybody's efforts. 7:56, and Marvel is in the room.
Marvel is our furry little guest today, and he is a lab mix. Look at how sweet he is. He is very friendly, and Marvel is he's 2 years old. He's very good with kids.
Look at those eyes.
And he is already neutered, so it only costs $15 to adopt Marvel at the Enid Animal Shelter. And look at how sweet he is. He is just adorable. So if you could make Marvel a part of your family, he is looking for a home this weekend. Again, it is only $15 to adopt him. That covers his rabies shot. And you can contact the Adopt-A-Pet at 580-249-4910 to take Marvel home and make him a part of your family.
And we appreciate Hannah bringing in Marvel. And we have some news that I think, was it Dolly?
Dolly, yes.
Was adopted a couple of weeks ago. We had this great-looking dog named Dolly was adopted. A family did that. Thank you for coming and rescue these animals, if you will, because they're giving X amount of days to hang in there before we have to do some other things, and so we appreciate.
Absolutely, and I think I like Dolly's new parents have even created a hashtag for her.
Oh, that's great.
So we can follow her updates.
That's great. And we want to remind everybody we have a Good Morning Enid Facebook site, so you can go and you can see Hannah and Dolly and Marvel and all the other Bear. Bear was on last week. We need a home for Bear. That was our white dog. So, well, Krista, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Here. I'm not. Again, used to seeing you so close.
I know. Well, I think you just wanted me to cook for you after the show. That's why you put me up here.
Well, I hear you talking about how comfortable you are in the kitchen. So why not be in our kitchen? And, so, folks, we have to go. Have a good Thursday. We appreciate you being here on Good Morning Enid. Make it a great day, and we'll see you next Thursday morning.
Thank you.